My garage has like a gaping hole, like a cavity that needs to be filled only by the Mrgrrr minivan. Well, Mr. Gurr is going to put his Xbox chicken legs to work and take a long, long hike to go reclaim Mrs. Gurr's minivan. Legs feel pretty good. Legs feel pretty good. Now, I see a lot of people roaming the streets using their cell phones. I see a lot of people driving their vehicles using their cell phones. And I've come to realize that, well, I use my cell phone a lot differently than 99.6% of the people in the United States of America. I don't know what the cell phone habits are of people in other foreign countries, but I think cell phones, the main use of cell phones these days for people, I think is entertainment. I think it's something to keep people busy, distract them. I would say that is the lion's share of what cell phones these days are used for. Entertainment. So I could probably turn off my cell phone and click on the Super Bowl highlights, see the best and the worst of the Super Bowl commercials from last night. But that's just not anything that I'm really interested in. I could pretend that I am, but I'm not. Today, I went to the YMCA and I worked out these little chicken legs like you wouldn't believe. And I'm feeling really good today. I was talking to my wife about how I want day 4 of my workout to be leg day number 2. And I think I'm going to work up to that. I think starting in March, you can't march without legs, right? So I think come March, I'm going to start doing that, making sure that day 4 is leg day number 2. Mr. Gurr needs to try to get some meat on these skinny little chicken legs. Sitting on TikTok and watching videos of people doing leg exercises might help. You know, I could learn something and say, hey, you know what? I've never tried that Bulgarian squat before. Maybe that Bulgarian squat is the thing that's missing in my life to make my Xbox chicken legs bigger and beefier, but I doubt it. The thing is, it's I've learned a lesson in futility. Like, my legs are never, ever going to get any bigger. Now, I'm going to stop here for a second, and I was hoping it would still be parked. A to Z. I love vanity plates. And I talked to the wife about, man, someday I hope that Kindness Has No Limits has a vehicle as eye-catching and as awesome as the A to Z cleaning and junk removal Humvee. Because that is a handsome, handsome orange-looking vehicle there. I don't know. I would really like to be a little old lady and be driven to church in that Hummer. That would be wicked cool. But as it is, you know what? The little white Kia that could is getting the job done. So my wife and I, we went on a Kindness Has No Limits Mission of Mercy yesterday, and I didn't make a video about it because I don't want the world to think that, hey, you know, look at me, I'm doing these random acts of kindness so I get a lot of clicks and a lot of attention and subscribe and I make the money and all. That's not it at all. The thing is, like, things have kind of died down now since the whole Scootergate thing. And I feel like, I don't feel like Big Brother is watching me anymore, because I know that the state was watching my videos with interest just to see what I was going to do next. They're like, oh, he's such a wild and unpredictable man. No, Mrgrrr has his patterns just like everybody else in the world. I'm not overly complicated. The thing is, I'm always trying to help people, and in my opinion, the people that work at the monastery, they need more help than the people that come there. That's a bold statement, because the thing is, if the people that came to the monastery actually wanted to be there, and they actually liked doing their job and actually felt like it was a fulfilling career, that would immediately be recognized by the clientele there. And what an amazing and wonderful place that could be in very short order. But enough of that. The thing is, I think it might be time for me to actually sign some paperwork with the president of Ape Games, talking about royalty percentages and all that happy nonsense. I hope I don't need a lawyer for that. I remember specifically when I talked to one of the coolest gentlemen ever, they asked me, do you have representation with regards to the whole Scootergate incident? I was like, nah. Like, I wanted this to be something that I did on my own. So even though I did talk to several people that are in the know about laws and employment laws, I felt that, the story would be much more fulfilling to me if I stood alone against everybody with clear eyes and full heart. So I really, really don't want to have to get representation to make sure that my intellectual material that I put forth to the world for Godmaker, I don't want to have a lawyer. I really, really don't. Like I told the president of Ape Games so many times, like, I have done a lot of push-ups in my life. I have done a lot of squats. I have done a lot of lunges. I have done a lot of leg pressing. You can't tell because of the Xbox chicken legs, but hey, I've done my fair share. And each of those presses, each of those push-ups, I've never gotten a red cent for, but hey, it's made me strong, and I've enjoyed doing every one of them, because it's been little things like that, doing that each and every day, that have made me into a strong individual. So there is no doubt work ethic runs in the family, and that's one of the things that's kind of really gotten me down this February, and every February, is it's hard to keep that pace 24/7, 12 months out of the year. And February is where I feel it the most, like, ugh. But getting out, getting fresh air, and walking like this is just what Dr. Pepper ordered. Now, it's still a long way off to JJ's Auto Clinic, and we're getting close to a very important landmark en route, and that's Burdock Hill. And I haven't climbed Burdock Hill quite some time. And I think the reason for that is because, well, I quite haven't healed up yet from the whole saying goodbye to all the good people that I served with. You know, I've offered up a lot of prayer for a lot of good people on that hill. And you know what? Soon Mrgrrr is going to have to make a video atop Burdock Hill again. You know, that's where I met James Rooster. I hope he's doing well. Heck, maybe I need to send Rooster's mom a text message sometime soon. But when I do, it's going to be on top of Burdock Hill right there. So, yeah, good things are coming. Walter Payton's sweetness, well, he loved training hills, and so does Mrgrrr, but that's a beautiful, beautiful sight. Now, a lot of people might say, Mrgrrr, that's the ugliest hill that's ever been invented. But I don't know. I love Burdock Hill. I'll be up there again soon enough.